None of us deserves anything, David. That's what real love is about.
My name is Blake. I received a heart transplant when I was 2 weeks old. I play defense for the Red Hot Tornadoes. Sometimes my heart starts pounding like faster and faster as I go. I know I have someone else's heart inside me. It makes me feel happy because someone was generous enough to give me a second chance to live.
This gift of life was made possible by an organ donor. Imagine what you could make possible. Sign up as an organ, eye, and tissue donor. Go to
How much you want to put in?
Garlic?
2 tablespoons of garlic.
Okay.
So we'll put that in. There we go. And the key is when we're cooking the fettuccine is you want to cook it at a very, very slow flame.
The sauce.
The sauce, yeah.
Now, you said, by the way, that you were at Ground Zero. Ground Zero, we mean the Ground Zero, where the World Trade Center was attacked and collapsed some years ago now. Why did you end up there? You're a priest of Buffalo Diocese. How did you end up there?
I work with FEMA, and they have an organization of priests and chaplains that respond to disasters, and so I was asked to go, and I
almost went crazy. Jay Leno's on the phone!
That's right.
Now, he just calls you up regularly, or what?
Yeah, he does. You know, he'll call up and say hi or send an email. As you know, my jokes need a lot of help and a lot of prayers and blessings and miracles, so he provides me with sometimes with some good jokes, you know, at the end of Mass, and and he's just become a very good friend to us at St.
How did you meet him?
His family, there was a lot of celebrities that wanted to get involved with foundation work and helping the officers and helping the families.
Because of Ground Zero.
Yeah, Ground Zero.
Was he in New York then?
He did come. Yes, he did. He did come, and also what he did was he had a lottery system for the officers and firefighters who were rental and donating Harley-Davidson motorcycle. And just on that particular item alone, I think we did almost close to $75,000. You know?
Wow, that's amazing.
But the notoriety of him being behind the cause and helping the the officer Peretti and
for those who might not remember, no, she was shot by a gunman in a robbery, was it, or something?
Correct.
A small convenience store.
Right. She
and her partner too, they're both shot. He's made a recovery physically, and she still needs a lot of care, I understand.
A lot of care, a lot of prayers, and we're praying to Father Baker for that miracle that, someday she can walk. And so Jay has his own foundation, a law enforcement foundation, that he supports law enforcement throughout the United States. So, he's very, very...
Okay.
There you go. And now we're going to get the black pepper.
Black pepper, is that black pepper?
Oh, black pepper, okay. And then we're going to get the...
Oregano?
Oregano. Great.
Now, you said this was your grandmother's or your mother's?
My mother's.
Okay.
Which you're probably right. She probably got it from her mom. And then we're going to just put some lemon juice in.
Okay.
There we go. And then we're going to just stir it up a little. Now, this is what makes it. It's a lot of cheese, but it's 1.5 pounds of grated Romano cheese.
Okay.
Now, and then it'll be ready to go.
Father Joe, now we've got one in the oven that's already done. Is that
That's
it?
correct. We did it this morning at St. Lawrence, your old kitchen.
Yeah, we used to tape in that kitchen, too. You know, people don't think we have a set, and we're always taping actually in the rectory, or on the grounds of the rectory, at least, where I'm assigned. Whoa, that's a lot of... There's enough for 7 there, I'm told. Yeah.
Is it 70 times 7?
70 times 7, I think so, yeah. Well, we're going to have enough fettuccine. You could probably take some of this to somebody who needs it, the leftover. Huh, Father Joe?
That'd be great, Father Paul.
Okay, let's see. Is there any pepper? Can I put a little more pepper on
sure,
mine? I like a little sprinkle of pepper on mine.
That's great.
I'm going to try some... You want
this will help me to become chaplain for Weight Watchers, right?
Yeah, I don't think so. You know, Joe, there's enough with the weight jokes, okay? Let's cool it with that, all right? Nobody said this was a light meal, but it is a good meal, I'm sure. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. Unless I knew you put that much sour cream in it, I wouldn't have recognized it. It's really, really good. You know, this is a great recipe, an easy recipe. You might want to cut down a little on the quantity. Well, we're going to be back with a couple of more Joes, more about the priesthood right after this.
Fear. President Roosevelt said it was the only thing we had to fear, but golly, after yet another school shooting in Florida, one has to ask, are we afraid of guns too? Are we afraid of troubled people? And how are we going to go on our days with this starkly no longer in the background but smack right there in the foreground? Fear. Better face together, which we will try to do on this week's episode of The Lens.
You're going to need me. You're going to need us. All of us. You're going to need our help with your water, your air, your food. You're going to need our determination, our compassion. You're going to need the next generation of leaders to face the challenges the future will bring. And we promise we'll be there when you need us.
Hey, welcome back to our Daily Bread. I'm Father Paul Seil, and joining me is the second Father Joe of the 3 that we're having on the show today. This is Father Joe Propelia. Hi, Father Joe.
Hello, Father Paul.
Joe, you're going to make something from Tuscany today, right?
Yes.
And it comes actually from a cookbook that you like to read, travel cookbooks, huh?
Yes.
Travel cookbooks, is it?
No, it's a travel book.
With recipes?
With recipes in it.
Now, you're going to make some sausage and grapes, I understand.
Yes. The sausage with red and white grapes, some